What's up, guys? Welcome back to another YouTube video on options trading. So this is either video 6 or video 7, I'm not sure. But this video is actually going to be based on request from one of you guys, which is pretty cool. So this will be the first one that will be made based off request. So today's topic is going to be all about expiration dates. So one of the most important and trickiest topics about options trading is the expiration dates. And while it's not necessarily tricky, it's just one of those topics that you have to know when you want to trade options, and it can either make you or break you depending on which one you pick. So we're going to cover 3 questions. What is an expiration date on an option? Why is it important? And how do you choose an expiration date for a particular option? So by request, I was asked to basically explain what an option is and use a specific example with how you select an expiration date on an option. So, and that's what we're going to do. So basically, I'm going to go through those 3 questions that we just went over. I'm going to explain the 3 questions, and then hopefully by the time you're done watching it, you'll have a better explanation of what expiration dates are. And also, just a disclosure again, yes, there's going to be people who know more about expiration dates than me. I get that. And if you want to comment, please do, because I would love to, in the next video or in future videos, explain it better. But from a beginner standpoint, this is kind of the basics that you need as far as expiration dates go for options. So the first couple of things that you need to know is theta, option premium. You can know other things like vega, but I think we're gonna stick mostly on theta and option premiums and implied volatility and stuff like that. So those probably don't make any sense right now, but they will hopefully by the time we're done. So to explain a little bit more, theta is basically the amount per day that your option burns. So if you're a beginner and you don't know this, your option actually burns money every day that you don't sell it. So if you buy one on Monday and by the time Friday comes, it will have burned 5 days worth of theta. So this is kind of the tricky part. So there's also option premium, which is the fancy word for option price. Now when you go to Robinhood and you look at the trading grid for different options or whatever platform you use, basically, if something's $2.64 per option or 75 cents per option or whatever, then that's the option premium. When you buy it, it turns into $264 or $75. So those 2 are the most important things when we're going to explain expiration dates. So now to get to the more practical sense, well, before we go into the practical sense, why is it important? So if you buy an option and it expires out of the money, which is a strike price or a stock price that it isn't currently at. So if it's a call, it's a strike price that is above what it's currently at, and if it's a put, it's a strike price below what it's currently at. If you buy one out of the money at an expiration date that's in 10 days or 3 weeks or whatever, and that option gets that expiration date still being out of the money, then you'll lose whatever money that you originally invested. So let's say you buy, a strike price of like $25 and Apple's trading at $20. If it's not at $25 by the time your option expires and you bought that option for $250, then all $250 will just disappear. You'll no longer have those $250. So that's why expiration dates are important, because you have to watch that, and also with theta. So these are to explain, I was asked, how do you know what expiration date to choose? And then I'm going to explain that right now. So the longer out you go, a month, 2 months, 3 months, the cheaper the theta will be. So how you find that out is if you go here, I'll show you on Robinhood. Other platforms are similar. Let's say you go, so we're looking at SPY calls, and you go to one that is, this is February 15th. The day this video was made, I believe it's January 31st. So if you go super close, so February 4th, that's in about 4 days. If you go super close to the expiration date, to the current time, you look at theta. Theta is almost $14 a day. So that means, and you can see that right here, it says negative 0.13. So that means you're declining at a rate of almost $13.98 a day. If you buy your option for, this is $133, that'll decline by $14 every day, given that the option doesn't move in the way that you want it to. So that's pretty important to look at, because if you don't pay attention to that and you've been holding this for the past 2 weeks, I mean, it obviously builds up. So let's say you go to, like I said, the farther and longer out you go, the cheaper the theta will be. Let's say you go to March 1st, which is a month from now, and you go to the same call, theta is only $7. So theta is about half of what it would be if the expiration date was closer. Now, the difference is this option price is $448. The other one was $270. So the other one had a higher theta, but a lower option premium, so a lower price. This one's much further away, so it has a higher option premium, but it has a much lower theta. And this is exactly where you have to find the sweet spot. So, I mean, this is clearly way more expensive, but you're not going to be burning as much every night as you would if you did one only a week away. The one that was a week away was almost half the cost of this, but the theta was also much more expensive. So this comes down and boils down to the question of, are you a day trade swing or a day trade? Let me back up. Are you a day trader or are you a swing trader? If you're a day trader and you're only going to hold it for a day, then you absolutely want to go for the 10 days away or the 7 days away or the 2 weeks away. If you're a swing trader, then you absolutely want to go for the month away. So, and you'd be like, well, what difference does it make? Well, if you're a day trader, you're only going to hold it for a day or 2 days or 3 days. So your theta is not really going to matter that much. So do you want $200 off the price of the option, and then you're only going to have to pay 2 days of theta? Or if you are a swing trader and you plan on holding it for a month, do you want the more expensive option price for the cheaper theta? So that's kind of how the trade-off works. So obviously you can't have your cake and eat it too, so you're going to have to pick one. Or are you the middle trader where you pay, okay, a little bit of theta and a decent to moderately expensive option price, and you only plan on holding it for a week or 3 or 4 days? That's where it depends on you. So I don't have the magical answer for what expiration date you can choose, but I do have the answer for, if you're a day trader, what expiration date you should choose, and if you're a swing trader, what expiration date you should choose. So obviously you should look at those, but another thing to consider as well is volume. So if you look here, you can see volume is 1205. So this is going to vary based on the option that you choose or the stock that you choose. So always make sure that your volume is a decent amount. So above 100, above 200, above 300, because you have to have people to buy your option when you, or to buy the option when you decide to sell it. So that's important as well, is to always pay attention to volume. Make sure that there is volume and you're not the only one doing it. I believe on Robinhood it actually gives you an indicator saying, hey, no one else is buying this stock or this option right now, which will let you be like, okay, I shouldn't probably do this. So that's something to pay attention to as well. So I think that covers like the basics of expiration dates. If there was anything I didn't cover that I should have covered, hit me up in the comment section and I'll mention it in the video tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm releasing a video which I think is going to be pretty cool. And basically what tomorrow's video is going to be about is a challenge that I'm going to do. Hopefully you guys, as the YouTube channel grows, you guys can participate in the challenge too. And I'm going to start with $1,000 flat. So I've started a Tastyworks account. I'm going to transfer $1,000 into the Tastyworks account, and it's going to be a $1,000 to $5,000 challenge in about 2.5 months. It was supposed to be 3 months, but the funds are going to take about a week to transfer after they settle and everything. So it'll probably end up starting in the middle of next week to the end of next week. But basically it's going to be 3 months, so it'll end on May 1st. And it's going to be growing $1,000 to $5,000. Now, it may not happen, it may exceed $5,000. I'm not sure. That's the point of the challenge. I think it's going to be cool to start off with $1,000 and then try to grow it to $5,000 instead of trading with a bigger account where you can, make more money with more money. It's going to focus on using strategy. It's going to focus on using time wisely so that you can grow 1,000 to 5,000 in about 2.5 months. So the deadline will be May 1st. If anybody who's watching this wants to participate, then please do. If you go to the Facebook page, there's a Discord link to our Discord chat, and you can go in there, you can click that. Please join, be active, talk, and then you can post your profits in there as well. So I think that's going to be it. I think I covered expiration dates to a certain extent, to a beginner level. Again, if any of you have any video recommendations, then please put it in the comments, and I would love to, hear what you guys want to learn about. So thank you guys for watching this video, and we'll see you in the one tomorrow.